What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. So here we have Bill Hinman's debacle, and actually this is Lisa Braganca saying some stuff about what is really going on there. She's not really commenting because of course these people have to be very careful what they say, but you can kind of get an idea that she also doesn't really understand what's going on with that whole Bill Hinman situation. Of course, guys, you have to really think through here. Of course, they are very corrupt. They are really staging everything at this point, and XRP is being stalled for actually getting ready. That is just what's going on. It's very obvious. There's no other reason for this whole lawsuit to drag on for almost 2 years now, right? Just think about that. Now, let's take a look at what they say.
It's a mess. So it's
Yeah, yeah, it just seems bad optics, and you also layer in that some whistleblower organizations have done FOIA requests, and it seems that there's ethics violations with Bill Hinman and Ethereum, and I know that's a layer in the Ripple lawsuit, and has been brought up before the SEC enforcement director with members of Congress as well. What are your thoughts on that? Look, we know Bitcoin is not a security. That was I think Jay Clayton, he mentioned that, and Gary Gensler echoes those statements. However, all of a sudden, Ethereum was mentioned that it was not a security, and while the other tokens are in limbo. So, what do you think happened here with Bill Hinman and that whole debacle?
Boy, that is a tough one. I really don't know how that shakes out in terms of ethics. I think it's always tough when individuals work for the SEC. They can publicly make statements that they always say are only their own statements, that they don't speak for the. But those of us in the securities law area, of course we parse their words. What else do we have to go on when there isn't a regulation? We are constantly trying to figure out which way is the SEC going. How do we advise our clients? So it's a real problem. I think the whole meetings that happened and I really can't comment on the ethics, though. I don't know. I'm glad that, that it's being looked into, and hopefully we will get better answers from that inquiry.
Now notice how she can't even say anything, guys, because these people have been working. She has been working with the SEC. She knows how things are going down right there. So you can see that she doesn't really want to talk and say too much because she can get into trouble, right? And we know that this is just so bad right now that the SEC is still going on actually with this lawsuit, but it's all staged, guys. People sometimes forget that. People think that this is a battle against the SEC. Believe me, this is not a battle against the SEC. This is a battle for regulation so that Ripple is ready and can be used for CBDCs. That is the only answer that you can get from this whole lawsuit, guys. Take a look at the new role of Sandy Young. UK and Europe MD at Ripple has just taken a Tranglo. I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as board director at Tranglo Europe. Tranglo Europe is going to be huge because why? This is where cross-border payments are going to happen, guys. And we know that XRP Ripple is used by Tranglo, right? Especially in Asia. So this is kind of a big thing right here. This is kind of the setting stones that are happening right now for the future, right? And you will not probably really see that until maybe a couple of years. Seriously, care to comment, Hesterpius, you're advertising for Bankless. You're promoting Bankless in the name of the SEC on the front page of their website, an organization targeting at XRP. I think this was not a good idea from you. So again, see, sometimes I think the whole community is forgetting that this whole SEC, because Hester Pierce is known as crypto mom, right? She actually likes crypto. She doesn't dislike crypto in any way, which is the opposite of what the SEC is doing, kind of. So you can see that there's a lot of controversy going on there inside the SEC as well, because these are individuals with their own opinions, with their own things that understand how things are working, right? The SEC wants to streamline liquidity rules. Funds should hold more highly liquid assets. Hey, Gary Gunn says something like ODL from Ripple would be quite helpful there, wouldn't it? Sometimes the whole thing really seems almost scripted. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It is scripted. You think all of this is just coincidence, guys? You think the SEC is going to make such a big mess without really knowing what it's doing? I don't think that's the case, guys. SEC proposes enhancements to open-end fund liquidity framework. Affected funds would also be required to maintain a minimum amount of highly liquid assets of at least 10% of net assets to help manage stressed conditions and heightened redemptions levels, right? So, well, that reminds us of course, XRP, which is always coming into place when there is a crisis or when there is anything going on, right? And especially the COVID-19 whole thing accelerated everything, right? Which they actually wanted. So now we can see that going into place. Cryptillion Payment Systems, an online digital wallet service for retail customers, commercial businesses using XRP, asks to file an amicus brief supporting Ripple's opposition to the SEC's motion, right? Here we kind of have that application. Cryptillion is a non-affiliated party and has no relationship, financial or otherwise, with the defendants. Cryptillion is a for-profit company organized under the laws of Delaware. Cryptillion provides online digital wallet services to retail customers and commercial wallet services to commercial retail establishments, merchants, to get their customers, and the ability to transfer digital asset cryptocurrency between the two by swiping a card. Similar is a practice to using a traditional credit, debit, or stored value card for purchase, right? And here you can see that they're using XRP. Here you can see cardholders to store and transfer to its merchant is the token XRP. Cryptillion has invested significant time, effort, and financial resources to allow the processing of XRP transaction on its platform, right? All of these companies are now suffering because of the SEC, basically. Ripple partner Airwallex launches installment payment option for Asian shoppers. Ripple is it's everywhere, guys. It's taking over the whole payment system industry. You can just see that while this lawsuit is going on. Now, just imagine what happens after this is finished. This is what I said the first moment I read the Ripple XRP complaint. I said the SEC lacks good faith to argue that each and every sale of XRP made by anyone from the beginning of time until the end of the world is a security. It's an absurd argument that they will lose. People have given up on us because we haven't taken those steps to work in good faith. This is said by Hester Peirce. She knows what is going on, guys. This is all a big show and it will end very, very soon. Very, very soon, we will see significant changes in our financial system. Don't be surprised. You have been warned many, many times. You have seen it coming. You are here watching this video because of that. Starts charging. If Twitter starts charging $8 for verification to meet KYC requirements, layers on Ripple, XRP, restricts access to verified accounts. Now you have a payment ecosystem to verified users anywhere in the world, like WeChat, Tencent. Now, this is what I was talking about yesterday in my video, that instead of using Dogecoin, which is nowhere near as efficient as Ripple, guys. Ripple technology is far, far beyond for usability on Twitter. First of all, if the lawsuit ends, Ripple XRP will be the only coin that you can use regulation-wise. You will have a very efficient system for making payments. You will have an integrated payment ecosystem to verified users anywhere in the world. So it makes a lot of sense that Elon Musk will implement this in the future, right? Now, this is a very, very funny thing. XRP Ripple Riddler posted November 4, 2019 final broadcast. Look at this date, guys, because this is tomorrow and the day beyond. This is 5th November. Let's take a look what is going on.
It is to Madame Justice that I dedicate this concerto in honor of the holiday she seems to have taken from these parts, and in recognition of the impostor that stands in her stead. Tell me, do you know what day it is, Evie?
November the 4th.
Not anymore. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot.
Remember the 5th of November, guys. Almost hitting the board. And we will see what's actually going to happen, because this is not just any year. This is not just any date. This is directed by many riddlers as the final phase that we are in now. So get ready, guys. We are closer than ever. SEC, XRP is an unregistered security, we're suing Ripple. Then Coinbase says, how could we miss that? Delist XRP. Then SEC says, all tokens are securities, we're going after exchanges. Then Coinbase says, you go Ripple, here's our request to file and make us brief. Funny how this is going, guys. Very funny, because such big entities and they don't know what they're doing, right? It's just all a big lie. Cancellation of debt by revaluation of gold. Very interesting. Why Ripple and XRP is tagged in this? Because Ripple and XRP can actually be the solution to take away debt in a very efficient way. Dutch government openly discussing canceling debt by revaluation of the gold price using the GRA to cover losses. Doesn't require selling gold. It requires changing the accounting rules. There's no limit on the gold price. Very interesting point. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in the next one. Cheers.